This is a video talking about the digestive and urinary systems. Starting with the mouth. Our mouth, along with our teeth, tongue, and salivary glands, help in the digestion of food through both mechanical and chemical digestion. Our teeth helps in the mechanical digestion of food by crushing food. Our tongue helps move the food to the back of the throat or it can swallow it. And the salivary glands release saliva, which helps digest the food chemically. Next we go into our pharynx, which is a cavity in the back of our throat that connects the respiratory and digestive systems. The pharynx will then lead into the esophagus, which is the muscular tube that moves food down into your stomach. The stomach and the esophagus are connected through the lower esophageal sphincter. The sphincter helps to prevent acid from going back into your esophagus. Your stomach is then the next part is filled with rugae, which are wrinkly and wavy structures that help move the food throughout your stomach and also help in crushing food. After the stomach we have the pyloric sphincter, which is the sphincter connecting the stomach and the small intestine. The small intestine is split up to several parts, including the duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. The duodenum has a lot of chemical digestion processes, and the jejunum and ileum have a lot of absorption processes along with those. After the small intestine, we are connected to the large intestine by the ileocecal valve. And large intestine has at the beginning the appendix, which is a small tube of muscle that contains beneficial bacteria for your body. Say all the bacteria in the body is wiped out, it will empty out and refill all the beneficial bacteria that you need for your colon. Going back to the organs that help in the digestion processes of your duodenum, we have the pancreas, liver, and gallbladder. The pancreas creates digestive enzymes that chemically break down fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. The liver, along with many other things, creates bile. This bile digests fat and is stored in the gallbladder until it's needed to be used in the duodenum. Going back to the large intestine, the large intestine is also split into several parts, including the ascending colon, the transverse colon, and descending colon. Those all help to absorb water and nutrients from the chyme, the half-digested food matter. The last part of the colon is the sigmoid colon, which is at the very bottom. It leads to the rectum. The rectum is the chamber that connects the large intestine to the anus. The rectum, along the anus, let you know when you need to evacuate your stool. The anus has several muscles in it that either contract or relax to release the stool. It also has several sensors that can tell if the contents are liquid, gas, or solid. The digestive processes that I didn't talk about are flatulence, which is the accumulance of gas in the alimentary canal, gastric secretion, which is the secretion of certain chemicals from gastric area so as to keep your cells healthier. Mastication, which I did talk about, but not the word itself. Mastication is just chewing. So it's the process of breaking down food through your teeth. And peristalsis, which is how the esophagus moves food down, and is also used in several other smooth muscle organs. Peristalsis is when the muscle moves in wave-like contractions that helps push food forward. Next we have segmentation, which is similar to peristalsis. Segmentation is usually in the intestines, but the thing about segmentation is it can move food either way, while peristalsis can only move food one way. Moving on to the urinary system, we start off with the kidney, which is the superstructure of the entire urinary system. The kidney is divided into several parts. The renal cortex, which is the end, the renal medulla, which is the middle area, and the renal pelvis, which is the collection area before going into the ureter and bladder, then urethra at the bottom here. The main part where urea and urine is actually produced is in the nephron, which are the tiny structures, renal pyramids of the kidney. Nephron looks sort of like this. Has the afferent arteriole, which is the blood artery that's going into the nephron. It brings the unfiltered blood. Next we have the afferent arteriole, which takes away the filtered blood, which has almost no nutrients, and it doesn't have the bad materials in it either. So it needs to get the nutrients back though. It is filtered through the glomerulus. This glomerulus is a big ball of capillaries with high pressure that filters out all the materials in the blood through the filtration membrane. Next we have Bowman's capsule, which is this capsule and the glomerulus that captures all of those filtrates, the materials taken out of the blood. These then go through the proximal convoluted tubule, they say right here, where the nutrients that the blood needs goes back out and is reabsorbed into the blood. Notice how the efferent arteriole follows along so it can reabsorb those nutrients. And the process is called reabsorption. Next we have the distal convoluted tubule, which is over here. It also helps in reabsorption, but the focus is more on the minerals of the blood. Lastly we have the collecting duct of the nephrons. It usually collects the materials from several different nephrons. These collecting ducts lead to the minor calyces, and then the major calyces, and then the renal pelvis. As I said earlier, the renal pelvis leads to the ureter, down to the bladder, and down to the urethra. The processes which take place here are when the filtration through the glomerulus leads to the production of filtrates, which is minerals, nutrients, and all the bad things in blood. Micturition, which is the process of urination to move toxins from your body. Reabsorption, which I did talk about. Secretion, which is the transfer of hydrogen ions, creatine, and drugs from the blood into the collecting ducts. And lastly, we have urine itself, which is the final product of the urinary system. is composed of water and filtrates, including urea, after they've been through the nephrons. That has been the urinary and digestive systems. Thank you.